Well, you don't see that every day.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Arthur or Green? I don't know who'd be worse. Hold that thought.
Ey, wo ist denn hier? Warte mal, das Telefon, ne? Ah, nehmen wir das hier. Er ist direkt vor Ort und
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
er ist da. Er ist da.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks for your help.
Dankeschön.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that desk.
Hier sitzt keiner drin. Aber wir hatten doch einen, oder?
I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get that desk.
Oder ist der noch nicht da?
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out. Through this intersection. You need to turn left at the next junction. Don't turn here.
Slow down. Nope.
Hey, damn lunatic!
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Walker Family. Kann man auch einfach reinspazieren, das ist so geil, ne? Uiuiui, Entschuldigung, Freunde. 5 bis 6 gehen wir hier rum. Knock, knock, knock. Apartment. Das ist 8. Hä, wo ist denn 6? Okay, hier. Wie dumm. Oh Gott, ich habe mich gerade voll verguckt.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Ah! Gut. Oh. Oh.
He said he was at
Oh.
home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Okay.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can ride him
Die
up.
andere Hälfte des Briefes.
Citation at least.
Lange dauern, bis du geheilt bist und wieder nach Hause kommen kannst. Ich habe deine Sachen in dein altes Zimmer gestellt und ein Schloss an der Tür angebracht, damit du deine Ruhe hast. Du kannst kommen und gehen, wann du willst. Ich werde mich um dich kümmern und du kannst wieder in dein normales Leben zurückkehren. Ich weiß, deine Adresse hat sich geändert. Ich kann also nicht sicher sein, dass der Brief dich erreicht. Aber ich bete darum, dass er es tut und dass du darüber nachdenkst, was ich gesagt habe. Ich liebe dich so sehr und bete jeden Abend, dass du in Sicherheit bist und vielleicht eines Tages an meine Tür klopfst und wir die Kluft zwischen uns schließen können. Ich liebe, in Liebe und Verständnis, deine Mutter Augusta Summers. Okay.
Letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Eieiei. Fundamentals of Critical Theory. Das Hemd. Das ist doch ein Beweis. Digga, was machst du denn? Es ist doch ein Beweis. California.
Not sure this means much.
Irgendwas? Die letzte Bastion.
Doesn't look like anything.
Sicher nicht, ne? Aha, da steht Kellogg's drauf. Diese Schleichwerbung oder was? Wahrscheinlich noch weiter hoch einfach, ne?
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy. You think talk is cheap? Try hiring a lawyer.
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
Ah, warum müssen die denn immer alle
You alone,
wegrennen?
McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight. Be careful. He looks dangerous. Give it up, LAPD.
Ja, ja. Boah, Stratzer macht er. Er macht den Stratzer.
You're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. Don't think that asshole
Ups.
Jameson
Warte.
done it, do you? Whoever did it. So what's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dog?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Sieht das wie eine Straße aus für dich? Ja. Doch, irgendwie schon. Ja.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen? It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration. All right. I'll deal with that degraded
Die generierten Irren. Für mich auch. Siehst du, Ice-T, moin.
I want the confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young folks. You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay. Das ist McAfee.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Okay. Lüge.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
Aber sie hatte ein Buch von ihm.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Aha. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
So sauer. Dein Alibi, Digga.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Oh
Cheese and
Gott,
crackers
Glück gehabt.
for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. Your funeral.
It's either gonna be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
I'm just praying the prince comes through so I can nail the son of a
Ja, aber es wurden mehr Beweise bei dem anderen gefunden.
Guy gave his wife a tab. I said all's fair.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Wie heißt der Dude nochmal? James Tiernan. James Tiernan.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Oh, shit.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
Okay.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
If you don't give me some
Ich
reason
mache
to
einfach
think differently
Anzweifel.
about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Ja, wir haben den ja aber hier, ne? Radmutternschlüssel.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different. As hard as this is for you to contemplate, I really loved Evelyn. She was kind and gentle to me.
Evelyn was missing.
Alles verkackt, Alter. Scheiße.
Strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I'm telling
What
you,
now?
it'll never stick and you'll get roasted.
Help me out.
Ja, du bist so ein Penner, ne? Also wirklich.
Find another fall guy, detective. I'm done.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Digga, du bist da.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Ich glaube nicht, nein.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge for beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the
Oh,
murder
God.
of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better...
Wie stolz Fabs guckt. Ah, ich weiß nicht. Ah, ich weiß nicht. Bin immer so von Selbstzweifeln zerfressen. Deswegen weiß ich nicht. Nichts von 14 Fragen richtig. Oh. Wir haben, aber wir haben 15 von 17 gefundene Hinweise nur. Aber ich glaube wirklich, dass wir in der Bar und... Wo war das andere? Weiß ich nicht mehr. In der Bar und noch irgendwo haben wir Sachen vergessen. 100%ig haben wir da Sachen vergessen. Ätzend. Ätzend. Naja, ist halt so. Ist halt so.